8 seconds of hell. Brutal bull riding Rex. Caught on camera. He hit the ground and didn't move. You could hear his bones break before the crowd even screamed. The chute bursts open and all hell breaks loose. 1 second it's skill, the next it's survival.
This bull's got his head down, he's wanting to get his head up, he's gonna take him anyway.
And hung up, and he's gonna take a beating. Ooh, look out, Frank Newsom!
This week, this is Mickey Mouse. He's out!
These are the moments that freeze you mid-breath, the kind you can't stop watching no matter how bad it gets. Let's count down the most brutal bull riding wrecks ever caught on camera, starting off with Gaiton Sosi, whose ride on Wicked turned into a bone-snapping nightmare. Gaiton Sosi climbed on like a man ready for war, calm eyes, steady breath. But what he didn't realize was that they called him Wicked for a reason. The gate opened and the arena roared. Wicked bucked hard, twisting left, slamming right. Then came the moment that froze everyone, a single stomp, a sound sharp enough to slice through the noise. The impact hit hard. 1 second he was riding, the next he knew something had gone terribly wrong.
The slap, and then for a second, it looked like he was gonna get away.
You could hear the snap, even from the stands. The bullfighters rushed in, pulling the beast away, while the crowd stood silent. They lifted him out on the stretcher, and he smiled, bruised and broken but unshaken. Then comes Brendan Clark, launched by Bellagio in a hit that left the arena breathless. Brendan Clark looked ready for battle. His form was solid, his focus locked. Then the gate burst open, and Bellagio launched him forward like a blast of muscle and fury. The bull twisted mid-air and launched Clark straight off, smashing him into the dirt with a move that looked straight out of a wrestling match. The thud echoed, and the crowd went silent. Clark lay there gasping, his chest heaving, eyes searching for air.
Hadley Cattle Company, and he's just a 3-year-old, has a really good day. Brendan just gets down inside.
For a second, it looked like he might bounce back, but his body had other plans. He couldn't continue. That single wreck showed how quickly things turn from control to chaos. Bellagio made it clear that, in bull riding, it's never an even fight. Up next is Casey Hayes, blasted by Chocolate Thunder so hard the ground itself seemed to crack. The name sounds harmless, but Chocolate Thunder was anything but sweet. It was the championship round, the arena packed, lights blazing, and Casey Hayes was chasing glory. The bull came out wild, all muscle and madness. Hayes got thrown early, hitting the dirt hard. Before anyone could move, the bull wheeled back and came straight for him. One sickening thud echoed through the stands. The arena fighters rushed in, but they were seconds too late.
It goes back the other way. Casey's a little far back and a little far behind, and I mean, you just don't get jerked down any harder than that.
Hayes lay there motionless, knocked out cold. For a few terrifying moments, you could feel everyone's heart stop. When he finally stirred, the entire place exhaled in relief. That's bull riding, glory and disaster in the same breath. If you're still holding your breath, Pistol Robinson faced a bull so mean that it shattered both his legs. This one still makes people flinch. Pistol Robinson drew Carrillo Cartel, a bull known for ending plays, seasons. He barely got a few seconds in before it all went wrong. One violent twist, one bad landing, and 2 cracks that silenced the whole arena. The crash left him broken and barely able to move. He tried to crawl but couldn't. His body wouldn't answer. He didn't have to look to know the damage was bad. The pain said it all.
You know, Shorty was in the right position, but Carrillo Cartel, he's a smart bull. He said, no, this is the guy I want. I know who it was.
The medics came running, bullfighters circling the bull like a wall. 2 months in bed, no movement, no freedom, but no quitting either. Later, he said, "It makes me crave what was taken away from me. That's not a weakness, that's an obsession." the kind that burns deep inside riders like him. And as if that wasn't enough, Ricardo Vieira climbed on Does You Down and took a headfirst hit into steel. Ricardo Vieira's ride on Does You Down went south fast. The bull blasted out of the chute, wild from the first jump. Joao barely had time to settle before the bull ragdolled sideways into the metal gate, head first.
This bull's got his head down. He's wanting to get his head up. He's going to take him anyway.
The sound of that hit made everyone in the arena flinch. He bounced off hard, dazed, his helmet rattling against steel.
And Does You Down, how they each came out of that relatively unscathed.
For a few seconds, it looked bad. Finally, he shook it off like a warrior who refused to stay down. The crowd cheered, half in relief, half in awe. Next is Billy Robinson, caught on Warbird's rope and dragged like prey in one of the wildest beatdowns. The second that gate swung open, you could tell something was off. Billy Robinson didn't get the clean start he wanted. His rope twisted, locked around his hand, and suddenly, he wasn't riding anymore. He was trapped. Warbird went wild.
This one. Billy Robinson in trouble early and hung up, and he's going to take a beating. Ooh, look out. Frank Newsom.
The bull spun, kicked, and jerked with every ounce of muscle it had, dragging Robinson across the dirt. The rescuers sprinted in, yelling, waving, trying to save him.
And hung up, and he's going to take a beating. Ooh, look out. Frank Newsom.
Even Frank Newsom, one of the best in the business, jumped into the chaos and got smashed himself while helping.
So you can see the licks being taken, and then you watch this bull, he is all in Frank's business right.
It was a scene straight out of a nightmare, brutal, fast, and hard to watch. Robinson hung on for dear life until they finally got him free. His body took a beating that few could survive, but somehow, he walked out. And if you think that was rough, Justin Coon met a bull with a cute name that crushed him in seconds. Don't let the name Mickey Mouse fool you. This bull was anything but playful. When Justin dropped into the chute, you could feel the tension. Gate opens, bull explodes, and within seconds, chaos. Mickey Mouse spun fast, head low, back legs kicking high.
Mickey Mouse. He's out.
Justin tried to hold on, but the bull whipped him straight into the dirt.
Dropped. Runs him back on the end of his arm, and that's when you're going to get jerked down the hardest.
The noise died instantly. Bullfighters charged in, doing everything to pull the bull away. When they finally did, Justin wasn't moving. Then, slowly, he lifted his hand. The place erupted. The wreck was terrifying, but the man was alive, and that was all that mattered. After that chaos, watch Keith Rockamore face a bull that tossed him hard and came back raging. 8 seconds felt too easy. Keith Rockamore had attitude adjustment under control, or so it seemed. Keith Rockamore was trying to stay centered, but the bull came twisting, kicking, and jerking with everything it had. He fought to hang on, but the ride didn't last long.
Opportunity to cash in.
Attitude adjustment whipped around, head down, steam pouring out like it wanted payback. It charged full force. Rockamore barely moved before the arena exploded in chaos.
We're watching our Dickies Durable Fighters going to work.
The safety men threw themselves in front, trying to pull its focus. The cheers turned into gasps. When the bull was finally pushed away, Rockamore lay still for a moment before slowly getting to his feet. Shaken, bruised, but standing. It was survival, but in bull riding, that's more than enough. Before you recover from that, Guiler Marchie faced Psycho Circus, who threw him with relentless power. Guiler Marchie had faced hundreds of bulls before, but Psycho Circus was something else entirely. The bull hurled itself into the open, muscles rippling, eyes locked forward, twisting and jerking with pure rage. Marchie stayed up for 4 hard seconds before the rope trapped his hand. Then everything went black and violent. Psycho Circus tossed him around like a toy, slamming him against the dirt over and over.
It's one of the reasons you just see.
The crowd's cheers turned to silence as bull handlers fought to get him loose. When they finally did, Marchie just lay there, still, his chest heaving. The medical crew ran in, checking for broken bones and worse. Later, Marchie said it best: everything goes black for a second. That second nearly ended his career. Finally, Marco Aguchi met a bull that left him shaken with one bone-rattling hit. Marco Aguchi is one of Brazil's toughest riders, known for staying calm even when chaos breaks loose. But Pound the Alarm was no ordinary bull. The moment the latch snapped, it came out swinging, wild and violent. Aguchi held his ground, muscles tight, but the bull's power caught him twice, once in the chest and again near the head.
Steps right in the middle of him.
That was the first time. There's twice.
Two brutal hits that could have ended it right there. The crowd froze. Then somehow, Aguchi stood up, staggered but on his feet. Later, he actually laughed about it, saying, "Every bull rider needs to be hit once in a while." That's a tough man talking after a wreck that could have gone much worse. Think we missed a ride that should have made the list? Drop it in the comments. These wrecks aren't just chaos, they're pure heart and hellfire. Hit like, smash subscribe, and stick around, because next up, we're breaking down why some riders failed and how those failures changed bull riding forever. Because bull riding isn't just about staying on, it's about getting back up when the dirt settles. These wrecks prove it's not the fall that defines a rider, it's the fight to rise again.